So how can our mindsets affect our jobs, employees, and relationships, right? Carol Dweck lists many examples and case studies on how our mindset, either the growth or the fixed mindset, can affect our performance at work or our employees' performance. Iacocca worked at Ford and wanted nothing to be a muck for Henry Ford. He was in Ford's circle and helped develop the Mustang. He wanted to be Ford's successor, but to his surprise, he was let go and eventually became the CEO of Chrysler. After being let go, he could not figure out why, and he didn't want to. He clung to the idea that he was different and smarter. Years later, his second wife told him to get over it. You don't realize what a favor Henry Ford did for you. Getting fired from Ford brought you to greatness. You're richer, you're more famous, and you're more influential because of Henry Ford. You should thank him, she said. Shortly thereafter, he divorced her. Iacocca needed to prove his greatness, so as the company was failing, he hired great talent and people and made changes only in the short term. While that made the company a rival again in the industry, it shortly fell back to where it started. Instead of taking new ideas from others, afraid that they would take the glory and leave him out the ability to prove himself, he rejected anything that was not a great idea of his. Before Chrysler was unable to recover from the decisions Iacocca made, the board of directors forced him out. The fixed mindset would not let him be wrong. He had to prove his worth, and in turn sacrificed the long-term success of the company for his own ego. Carol defines this as the CEO disease, only cultivating people around them to give them good news and positive praise and success, no matter what the warning signs may be. This concept is similar in relationships as well. Instead of trying to paraphrase, I'm just going to go ahead and read an excerpt from this book, a story that she tells about a relationship that failed because of the fixed mindset. Charlene's friend told her about Max, the new musician in town. He had come to play the cello with the symphony orchestra. The next night, Charlene and her friends went to see the orchestra's performance. And when they went backstage afterward, Max told Charlene's hand and said, "Next time, let's make it longer." She was taken with his intense, romantic air, and he was taken with her charming manner and exotic looks. As they went out, the intensity grew. They seemed to understand each other deeply. They enjoyed the same things: food, analyzing people, travel. They both thought, where have we been all of our life? Over time, though, Max became moody. Actually, that's how he was. It just didn't show at first. When he was in a bad mood, he wanted to be left alone. Charlene wanted to talk about what was bothering him, but that irritated him. "Just leave me alone," he insisted, more and more forcefully. Charlene, however, would feel shut out. Plus, his moods didn't always happen at convenient times. Sometimes the couple would schedule to go out. Sometimes they had a planned special dinner alone. Either he didn't want to do it, or she would endure his sullen silence throughout the evening. If she tried to make light conversation, he would be disappointed in her. "I thought you understood me." Friends, seeing how much they cared about each other, urged them to work on this problem. But they both felt, with great sorrow, that if the relationship were the right one, they wouldn't have to work so hard. If it were the right relationship, they would just be able to understand and honor each other's needs. So they grew apart and eventually broke up. In the growth mindset, there may still be that exciting initial combustion, but people in the mindset don't expect magic. They believe that a good, lasting relationship comes from effort and from working through inevitable differences. So in relationships, if we believe that we don't want to put in work, that if something is wrong, it's because we are not meant to be, then we'll never be happy. In every aspect of life, we can improve and learn, and grow as long as we believe we can. If we believe that we are born with a certain level of capabilities, or pick and point at what is innate, then it will stay that way. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Stay for more content just like this, and you'll see you guys in the next one.